Every survivor of narcissistic abuse reaches a point where you realize that you mean absolutely nothing to the narcissist. And when you feel that, it's excruciatingly painful. It feels like an emotional crucifixion. You feel like you can't breathe. You feel like your whole world is falling apart, because it is. And the reason it's falling apart is because you were living in a fantasy. You were in a shared fantasy with this person who convinced you that they were someone who loved you. Now, they believed that they loved you because they are delusional. Narcissists lie to themselves. And what they're in the relationship for is supply. It was never about you. You were a mirror to them. And as long as your mirror was reflecting back to the narcissist an ideal version of themselves, then they wanted to be in a relationship with you. But when you started holding them accountable, when you started questioning them, when you stopped believing the lie, that's when the fantasy started to dissolve. That's when the image that they had of themselves started to crack. The mask started to slip. And that's why they discard you, is because you're starting to see them for who they really are. But you want to keep in mind that the way that they treated you, all the gaslighting, the projection, the stonewalling, the smear campaign, everything that they did to you, that's indicative of their disorder. It has nothing to do with you. The discard, the way that they move on so quickly, they find a new supply and they treat that person and interact with that person the very same way that they used to treat you and interact with you. That's the disorder. And you go through the grief and the pain of the realization that they treated you like trash. They discarded you like you were nothing. And it breaks something inside of you to feel that, because of everything you invested in this person, all the sacrifices, everything you gave them, the things that you forgave them for. And it hurts because even though on some level you knew that this person was dysfunctional and that they had something seriously broken inside of them, you accepted them. And there's a part of you that doesn't understand why they weren't able to reciprocate in that situation, given everything that you sacrificed. And as you go through that grief process and trying to wrap your head around the new reality that you've woken up to, you're like a character who is in a story, and all of a sudden your character's been replaced and you have no story. You feel like your meaning has been taken away, your purpose has been taken away, and you're in this wilderness, you're in this abyss where you're trying to figure out how to move on, how to keep breathing, how to rebuild your life.